Alright, let's say you just got your Limelight and you want to test it out. The first step is to wire your Limelight to your computer. Next, you'll need to download the Limelight Hardware Manager from the link in the description. If your Limelight is connected to your computer, you should be able to click the Find Limelight button and go to the web UI. These are the default settings you'll see, and you'll want to adjust them so you can actually get an image out from the camera. Here are the settings I have at the moment, which can be adjusted later. Then we have thresholding, which is deciding what color specifically we want the computer to identify. So we're going to want to adjust it to be close to the sample's color to get a good output. And just like that, now we're able to detect the sample with the thresholding. You'll notice that when we have multiple objects, it kind of glitches out. So we can adjust some of these settings to make it work better. Percentage of image basically is how much the sample block here is taking up of the whole camera's vision. So we can kind of make this a little bit more accurate. Next, this setting is for filtering how full these aqua colored rectangles are from the thresholding to pick them. We can actually look at the thresholding like this to see how they're getting filled. So we're going to want something pretty close to 100%. So we can do around these values. Then we have sort mode, which is when picking between two objects, which ones to prefer. So for me, I can put the lowest. So now it's always going for the lowest here. The last thing we're going to want to adjust is send raw corners. This is how we're going to be able to identify the angle of the sample based on these corners. You can always adjust these settings to make it more accurate, but these are pretty usable to start. TX represents the angle the crosshair is rightwards, and TY represents the angle it is upwards from the camera. So it calculates to be 10 degrees to the left and 10 degrees down. Once you're happy with your tuning, you can unplug the cable from your computer, which will automatically save all this camera data, and then you'll be able to connect the cable to the control hub. Here's a small piece of example code, but I would recommend checking out the Limelight website for some more information.